From RavenCentral.com, my name is Clay Miller, and this is The Extra Point. Today, I'm joined by Christopher Walsh. And Chris, I guess we can finally say football season is over. We can start focusing more on basketball. And while Alabama is looking forward to getting towards the NCAA tournament, several of their former players are having success this year in their rookie seasons, beginning with Herb Jones, who's going to be playing in the Rising Stars Challenge this upcoming weekend. So talk a little bit about his season this year and how impressive he's been.
Well, first of all, football season never ends at Alabama. That's for those who think it does, you don't quite. Yeah, never mind. Let's not go there. Herb's been terrific, and I briefly covered the NBA, but even when I did, it became pretty obvious that with the second round of the draft, a lot of teams are kind of go for boom or bust guys, which always surprised me, to be honest. It's never about who's the overall talent. Teams are looking for, the scorers, the dynamic playmaker kind of thing. And Herb is one of those guys. He was outstanding all the way around. Just his scoring wasn't quite on the same level as some other people in the SEC and in college basketball. So when he fell to the second round, I was a little bit disappointed, but I kept thinking, it's like, if this guy ends up on the right team, it's going to be gold. And now we see that in fact has pretty much happened, and people have become aware of Herb. He started all season. He's been solid. He's one of those guys who's now being identified as future star. It's terrific for him. It's great for the Alabama basketball program, because when you have that kind of success, you're going to have coaches and NBA officials kind of going, who else do they have? So great for him.
Yeah, exactly. And like you mentioned, he does a lot of the things that it takes to win basketball games. Maybe not the exciting things, but for sure he makes his impact known. Another player that Bama produced last year, who was a higher pick in the draft, was Joshua Primo, and he's kind of been up and down from the G League to the NBA, but still making an impact with the Spurs. What have you seen from him this year?
Yeah, I hope they've got like a frequent flyer program for him, just for all the times he's kind of gone back and forth. But the thing about him is he just needed to get a little bit bigger, a little thicker, a little more experience. And so that's why they've been shuffling back and forth. This kid's going to be an outstanding player in the NBA. I have no doubts. And he's been impressive when he's been up with the Spurs. Great organization. I mean, he's one of those guys that just kind of landed in the right place. So it's another guy that you sit there and kind of like, okay, there are really high expectations now, and they're only going up, and that's terrific for him.
Yeah. And like you said, it's a good roadmap for future Alabama players who they produce, good players, and maybe we'll see some of the current players this year in the NBA soon. Thank you so much for joining me today, Christopher. As we mentioned, Herb will be playing in the Rising Stars Challenge this weekend, so you can see him there. Once again, for RavenCentral.com, my name is Clay Miller, and this has been The Extra Point.